Well, a very good morning from the commentary box. Delighted to have your company. We are live from Allianz Park, the home of Saracens, and it is, of course, the Under-15s NatWest Schools Cup, and we are in the NatWest Schools Vase competition in the Under-15s level, and our first semi-final this morning, Bridgewater High School against Dr. Challoners Grammar School. My name's Nick Heath, delighted to have your company this morning, and I'm also very pleased to say that alongside me, well, no less than a Rugby World Cup winner. She's hoping to be an Olympian this year as well. It's a very good morning to Natasha Hunt. How are you, Natasha?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for having me, Nick.
Great to have you here.
Today.
Looking forward to your insights, of course. So waiting to get underway. Oliver Brown plays for Cheshire Under-15s County. And the ball is knocked back and into the big hands of Joel Hughes. Dr. Challoners just carry him into touch there. Come on, Challoners from Mark Roberts. They have the ball here. Coming through the centres. Decent bit of play here from Challoners on first phase ball. Blake Morris is going for that corner. It's a really strong run. Gets the ball back in field. But the assistance flag on the far side is up, but that was a really strong attack from Challoners, and it came flying down that back line. Great hands, good depth on it, and a really incisive attack.
Yeah, great bit of play here. You see the crisp handling, balls out in front, taking it to the line, and the timing on that pass was absolutely brilliant from Richard Dean. And then you can see when Blake gets the ball why he scored 8 tries this season.
So, another opportunity for Challoners. It's really good work from Dean again, delaying that pass and inviting Chadwick onto it. Can they get Anderson in at the corner? I think they can. What's the decision? They're celebrating. Referee's checking with his assistant. Try given. Challoners first on the scoreboard, and look what it means to them.
Brilliant to see how excited, ecstatic those boys are to get the first score. Absolutely fantastic. Again, we see the crisp handling from the backs. Brilliant bit of play. That one just checks the fullback, Hughie Chadwick, a bit, but he manages to get the ball away, and that's a great finish from Ollie Anderson.
From Monty Weatherall. He's hit that absolutely sweetly. It's a superb effort from Weatherall. That will give him enormous confidence.
And that's just taken him over 100 points this season. Absolutely fantastic kick from that young man there. Monty Weatherall, brilliant stuff.
Wilkins with another carry. Owen manages to catch a couple of the Bridgewater players offside. Tunney, always a big carrier, and he's shown it there, places the ball back well. Weatherall comes through Richard Dean. Collingbourne, Challoners looking dangerous again here, and Hughie Chadwick touches down for the second try. And it's the swiftness of that ball down the back line once again. The initial carry from Tunney was crucial to giving them the forward momentum. And Challoners now lead by 12 points to 0 with a conversion to come.
Crisp hands again. The pass coming in from Collingbourne just checks Chadwick slightly, but brilliant finish. Great handling. They've clearly done loads of work on their handling in the build-up to this game, and it's showing.
Weatherall, he's already slotted one from almost an identical position. He might have done it again. He certainly has. Great calibre of kicker, and Weatherall gets his own personal tally up to 4. Challoners now leading by 14 points to 0. Bridgewater come forward. Can they spot the opportunity to use the men that they've got on the outside? It's going to be a foot race here. Tackles take a while to come in on Angus Stewart. Good break from the second row. Challoners have got to be sound defensively here. No more penalties. Bridgewater, little show of the dummy, and they try to get away, and it could be a first score for Bridgewater. It is going to be the key try before half-time, and Jake Hibbert, the fly half, gets through, and he's mobbed by his fellow players.
Yeah, we talk about those psychology swings. You can see on your pictures now how much it means to those Bridgewater boys. They are all absolutely buzzing. Going into the half-time with that score line is so different from going in 14-0 down. We've had some good bits of possession, and we've mentioned him before, Nathan Burke, brilliant carry, but then the pace from Angus Stewart to start this, and great recognition that the fullback there's over Chase and stepping back on the inside. Brilliant bit of play.
Yes, good finish from Hibbert. To add the extras. No problem at all. Well, they halve the deficit, and at a crucial point, really, as Natasha Hunt says, just before half-time. It's really good keep ball from Bridgewater, tiring out the Challoners' defence. Joe Higgins onto the field, number 22. Possession eventually into the hands of Challoners, and they kick it away. Kick Chase hoping to put the pressure on Brown. Tackling is good from Dean. Penalty to Challoners. Holding onto the ball on the floor as Challoners tried to force the turnover, and that will satisfy the Buckinghamshire boys. It's keen to see here as well, just in case this doesn't get there from Weatherall or it comes off a post. His teammates are ready to chase. Start to give chase. Weatherall's kick is a good one. He's 3 out of 3, and that takes Dr. Challoners just that extra 3 points away from Bridgewater. Gives them a 10-point cushion going into half-time. Weatherall hoists a high ball. Going to try and get the challenge on. Oh, it's been brilliantly fielded. Are they going to get into the corner through Tunney? The big man might get there, and the try's been scored. And James Tunney used every bit of his weight and strength to get through there. Little juggle of the ball as it came down, but, well, Jack Shaw was in all sorts of trouble as Tunney came running in to compete for that ball. And Challoners get their 3rd try. And it could be a key score at the start of this second half.
Yeah, it really is. That's absolute textbook. Brilliant recognition from Weatherall. He just sits back, slows down his pace, and just sends it really high, and he doesn't take his eyes off the ball, doesn't he? And then has the composure to knock him down, stays on his feet, and just keeps going. He is not being stopped there.
No, attempted tackle from Hadland is admirable. Strikes it with the right boot. It looked like it was going past that left-hand upright and then curled back in. What an extraordinary strike that was. And Weatherall gets his tally up to 9. Find Blake Morrison now. Ollie Anderson has to make a tackle on the opposite number 14, Shaw, and he's still got him, still driving it backwards. Then gets a bit of help from his teammate Joe Long. Where's the ball? Challoners have ripped it. Doing their best to try and get the Bridgewater players out of the way. They pick round the blind side. Are they going to get over the line? The referee's right on the spot, and the try is scored. Now then, who was it? That's the question. Just trying to see.
Yeah, it's a great finish. Absolutely brilliant finish. He's going forward. He's kind of all over the place, but he still has the mentality to look where the line is and be able to reach out and finish. Brilliant stuff from Jake Wilkins.
Ball goes into the 22. Bridgewater are being chased down. Challoners have got to get the man back to his feet. Weatherall might have gone in there and stolen that on the turnover, though. And that will be great work if so. Peter's there to help secure it, and then it comes away through Dean. They're all a little bit out of shape in this back line. They eventually find Tunney. Sid Day's waiting outside him. He gets the ball. Day cuts back in off the left boot. Oh, and then close quarters. They're over. And is it the skipper, Ed Griffiths, I think? Griffiths. Weatherall. Dean. Day into the line. That's a better pass from him, and cutting in on the line. And is that James Tunney with the score? It is the big number 8. He gets his second of the game.
Brilliant try. Day's hands on this though. You don't have many props in the game these days that can pass like that. Fantastic timing. He's been absolutely brilliant. And then Tunney, just such a powerful runner. He's done it all game. Great to see him go over for his second. He'll offload out of the contact, keep the ball going, Weatherall just stands and pivots. Great timing on the pass from both the 12 and the 1, and then James Tunney just pins his ears back.
Weatherall back on target. A little surprise given it's right in front of the sticks, but it takes Challoners past the 40-point mark. Bridgewater High School 7, Dr. Challoners Grammar School 41.
I mean, I've mentioned a few of them, but man of the match has to go to James Tunney, not just for the stereotypical number 8 work that he's done, his carries, his tackles, but also the timing of his passing, the link play. He's been an extra back on the field for them. It's been absolutely brilliant all game, so he's my man of the match today.
Well, sound contribution, I can verify as well. Just as Bridgewater look to get their second score, they're in at the corner, and it's Jack Rigby. Well, that was well taken, spotting the opportunity of Dr. Challoner's defence not being organised, and Bridgewater are in. It's a comeback of sorts, but it's not really going to affect the result with only 3.5 minutes left remaining on the clock.
Brilliant.
Let's have another little look.
Great initial carry to suck in so many defenders. I have seen him. What an offload.
Goodness me. You're absolutely right, Natasha. That is sensational stuff from Cole Oakley. Well, let's hear now from the winning coach, the head of rugby for Dr. Challoners, Chris Duggan, is speaking with Natasha Hunt.
I'm joined with the winning coach, Chris Duggan, for Dr. Challoners. You must be absolutely buzzing after that performance. Give us your initial thoughts.
Yeah, absolutely over the moon for the boys, really. The school and all the parents and everyone that's been here supporting us. They've been amazing all year. So it was a bit nerves for myself, let alone them this morning. They put it into practice and they've just absolutely played out their skin. So really, really happy for all of them.
Yeah, it's a brilliant result. I mean, 14-7 at half-time. What were you saying to the boys at half-time? What was the messages being put across?
Don't fall off tackles, and I feel we let them back into the game right before half-time, and I was looking for us to hold out, and unfortunately we didn't, but scoring quickly we've done in all games, and we've managed to do it in the second half and finish strong, and even at the end we're still looking to score, which is obviously a really, really good thing as well. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the intensity that your boys showed throughout that match was absolutely phenomenal, but also the work rate between the backs and the forwards and how well that they work together. Is that something you've been focusing on all season?
Yeah, I would say so. And the boys are quite good at interchangeable in position. Some of the backs could go in the forwards and vice versa. And we've been looking at kind of their basic skills and trying to put them into the game. And right, yeah, someone might be playing in number 4, but I've got no problem with her in the centres as long as they can pass it on if it needs to, and obviously carry it if they need to. So yeah, they've trained really, really well and put the effort in. So it's really, really pleasing for myself to see them putting it onto the pitch as well.
No, it's fantastic. I mean, the thing from me was the timing of the pass. I mean, 1 to 15, every single boy was so good at timing the pass when the defender was committed, but not late enough that they couldn't get that ball away. Is that another thing that you've really focused on coming into this?
Yeah, definitely. We've done a lot of work, 3s, 2, 3 versus 2s, 4 versus 2s, and it doesn't always go so well in training, so they've been running a bit. But yeah, when you put live opposition in front of you, it's different, and the good thing from my perspective is that they didn't shy away from any kind of physicality that Bridgewater brought, because they did, and that was something that I was wary of, and the boys has just been excellent. We're in that facet in all games, and we're able to do it in today's game as well.
Fantastic. And lastly, just tell us what it means to you and the boys to be heading to the home of English rugby, Twickenham on the 16th. It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. Like September, we kind of thought, it'd be brilliant if we got there, and as you go through the rounds, you start thinking, yeah, it's gonna, is it or not? And just today, kind of, it was like, let's get today out of the way and we can think about it. Yeah, have it in the back of your mind, but I'm absolutely over the moon for them. And personally, me, John Deadman and Rich Ponting have been working with the boys very hard, along with Keith Long, who's from a local club. So as a coaching team, we're just over the moon for the boys, really, and the school and the parents and everyone that's helped out, really.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the best of luck on the 16th, and excellent work today. Brilliant. Congratulations.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Thank you.
A great result for the boys from Buckinghamshire, from Amersham. They have dominated this first Vase semi-final. We have a second one to come, but for now, it's a full-time score with Challoners on their way to Twickenham of Bridgewater High School 12, Dr. Challoners Grammar School 41.